Hey guys, what's up, Tags here? Welcome back to the next episode of F1 2000 Modded Career Mode here on F1 2013. Today we got the Spanish Grand Prix, and it's a track I think I'm going to struggle on here today because, to be perfectly honest, I've never been particularly good at this track on any single game ever. So this should be pretty interesting. So heading into turn 1, there we go. That's my teammate. What's he doing there? Pedro de la Rosa briefly in the lead of the race there. Not the lead of the race, in the lead of qualifying, but Michael Schumacher obviously takes the lead of that as we go through the high downforce part of the track. But nonetheless, let's see through the first sector. How far down are we? 0.4 of a second. That's not too bad. To be perfectly honest, I thought I'd have been a bit further down there through that part of the track, especially with my wheel, the way my wheel is sort of set up. I would have thought I'd lost a lot more time than that, so that's strange, but good at the same time. So we're heading up to a tricky part of the track here. It's a left, right, and if you don't have the downforce levels right through here, it really means you could struggle, but I think we've actually got it on one of the higher downforce settings here today. We've decided to compromise on top end speed for hopefully a bit more downforce through the corners to keep up with these guys, and so far it is working. So down the back straight, let's see in the second zone. Well, oh my goodness, lads, we're 0.4 of a second down still, so that's pretty good. We've managed to pretty much keep the gap through the second sector, which is remarkable for me. I couldn't believe that when I first went through that checkpoint there, so I'm happy that we're so close to the Ferraris here with a couple of corners to go. We're closing up on him. Surely it's not going to be pole position, isn't it? No, he's slightly run wide through there, and the last or penultimate corner get a bit of a tank slapper on, and means that around the final corner we're not going to quite manage to get up on the top positions there, but as we cross the line it is 10th position, which I'd say is pretty decent. So let's head to the race. So Schumacher on pole, there's Jos Verstappen, that's us, and that's my teammate De La Rosa down in 13th. He needs to start picking up some points for this Constructors' Championship battle. So, going to us here, on the 5th row of the grid here, looking to the lights at the top of your screen here. How is our start going to be? 5 lights are on, and away we go here. A pretty decent start, nothing spectacular. Looks like somebody in our mirror on the right hand side uses that proximity arrows. I think it's a Sauber. Mika Salo, I think, has had a rocket of a start there going to our outside. He's going to be getting loads of positions, but there's a gap into turn 1, which I kindly slot my car into and move myself up to 9th place, are we? Yes, I think that's 9th position there on the first couple of corners of this lap, which is pretty awesome stuff. As always with F1 2013, the best place to start and get a load of positions is this first lap or two, because it's when the AI really are close, and when they're close they do sort of make silly little mistakes here. You can see they don't like running side by side with each other, meaning, oh, there's nearly contact between them and Button. Just about managed to get on the brakes in time, and there's contact between the two Jordan drivers, Frenton and Trulli, both hitting each other, meaning I'll get past Trulli. Let's have a look at that once again. The replay camera doesn't really show it. There was a bit of contact between the Jordan drivers, meaning one of them went out wide. We managed to get that position and move up into 7th place. So we kept 7th place for a couple of laps here, and you can see on lap number 7 we're closing in on Frenton here, and he's right up behind. Is that Michael Schumacher, who's leading the championship right now? And oh, we've gone for a move on Frenton, sorry. What a little overtake there. Did not expect to go for an overtake there on that part of the track, but it paid off, and we've got ourselves now into our points position, which is awesome stuff. But look at those tyres. Orange tyres are only on lap number 5. This is going to be a tough one, lads. This is going to be a tough race. Are we going to be able to nurse these tyres to the end here? So this is our pit stop lap here. You can see we've lost a bit of time to Michael Schumacher in his Ferrari. He's obviously preserving those tyres a little bit better than I am, because my tyres are absolutely shot. But I did decide to pit in 1 lap early, which is this lap right now, because my tyres, I couldn't see them going an extra lap. And let's be honest, why would we go this long on these set of tyres? That is kind of strange. Why would we not come in and pit in for some, slightly harder compound tyres? Obviously not quite as pure fast as these ones, but it'll be much nicer once we switch over to them, obviously, because they won't be so degraded. So into the pit lane here, where literally nobody else is pitting this lap, which I found really strange. We're going to be switching over to the harder compound tyres, or the hardest compound of tyres, which is the orange sidewalls tyres. So we're going to be switching over to them. Nicely done, and away we go. They're not quite as quick as some of the pit stops we've had in this series already. We're coming out the pit lane, not that far behind our teammate who hasn't stopped, so that's pretty good. We've actually gained a lot of time, considering he was only a couple of positions behind us on the grid. I think we've done a good job here to get so much time on him in this race. I think the race pace was definitely better than expected in this one, and we managed to keep up with a couple of cars which I did not see happening. I mean, racing around the Jordans, which is pretty impressive, because Jordans, they might not have been too good towards the end of their F1 career, but F1 2000, I think they got some race wins, didn't they, around that sort of era? 1999 or 1998, I think they managed to get some race victories. So Jordans, back in the day, were actually decent cars, so battling with them in this orange arrows is pretty good. My high-pitched voice just sounds so stupid. Let's not go there again. So, nonetheless, we're trying to catch down Zonta just in front of us in his BAR, but we're a bit too far behind to probably get him before he decides to pit, which I'm assuming will be this lap. I can't exactly remember when everyone decides to pit in, but we are gaining so much time on these guys here. These tyres, they might not be the greatest compound in the world. Sorry, the orange sidewalls are really not very good. It does match well with the car. Let's be honest. It would look pretty cool, but in terms of race pace, they will not be quite as quick as the other tyres, but they're fresh and they will be gripping to the track a whole lot better than those very used medium compound tyres. I think they were. Oh, they're not decided to pit this lap. That's interesting. So even my teammate's not decided to pit, which is kind of strange. Not too sure what tyres he started on. So as we go across the line there, we're getting a load of positions as we go across the line here. Barrichello's leading this race. There's Michael Schumacher. Are we going to be able to jump him? We're about 1.5 seconds behind him at the pit stop stages, and we've done him. Down to turn 1. Pretty easy stuff, to be perfectly honest. We had the momentum down the main straight, and we got past Michael Schumacher, and that puts us into what I think will net be 5th place once the pit stops are all played out, which is pretty awesome stuff here. So we're also closing down on Ricardo Zonta as well. Are we going to get him here? Maybe not. I'm not too sure. We haven't quite got a good enough run out this corner, I don't think, to get the overtake done. Oh, no. No, surely not. Oh, my goodness. Incredibly late on the brakes there. We've gone for an overtake. Let's have a look at that in the replay camera. Unfortunately, the replay into that corner is not very good there, but what a late lunge down the inside, but it paid off, and we got that position. So that puts us into 10th place, and Pedro de la Rosa, our teammate, no! He's backed us up a little bit there because he's gone wide. I was trying to go around the outside of him off the track, but the game likes to slow you down because it doesn't want you to cheat, obviously. So that's a bit unfortunate there. We would have maybe lost the second or so in that little incident there with Pedro de la Rosa. Now he is starting to hold us up here through the last couple of corners. Pray that he goes into the pit lane. Yes, he does. So, last corner. Where are we going to come out? I think everyone should be pitting this lap unless someone has tried the alternative strategy. So, down the main straight. Where are we going to be? 6th. That's in the points already, which is decent. We thought we'd be 5th, but we were going to end up being 4th because I think that's David Coulthard has come out behind us. How has that happened? Well, that's pretty awesome stuff there, lads, because we managed to jump 2 people in the pit stop stages. Schumacher's managed to get out ahead of Coulthard as well, so Coulthard has had a bit of a mare, actually. He's lost a load of positions in the pit stop, so unfortunately for him, he's down to 6th place. He needs those points for the championship, lads. Lap number 11, and oh, there's an accident. Who's that? Is that Rubens Barrichello? I think it is. Barrichello's held himself up, and one of the Benettons, I should say, as well, and we've got into 2nd place. How has that happened? Okay, so Barrichello's had a half spin or something. I've capitalised on it. There was no yellow flags. And going past and into 2nd position. Oh my goodness. This race just keeps getting better and better and better. I thought the race pace was decent, but now we've somehow turned it on, lads. And we're really in a good position here to possibly get another podium. So that's really awesome. But look at those tyres. They're looking incredibly worn here with a couple of laps to go. Just over 2 laps to go. And Häkkinen's got a 6-second lead. We won't be catching him, but it's more about trying to hold on here and keep this position from Rubens Barrichello and the cars. So look, they're all queuing up behind here because I did not quite have the pace in these last couple of laps. I'm not going to lie, lads. I did not have the pace, so I was just sort of backing it off. See, the gap to Häkkinen has gone up to about 9 seconds now, so I was not trying to push it too much. But, oh no, Rubens Barrichello's got to run. He's trying to go around the outside. It's side by side, but we've got the preferred line on the inside into the next corner. Let's have a look at that once again. You couldn't really see it from my camera view, but this is how close it was. Incredibly good racing here with Rubens, and looks like Michael has actually managed to get himself into 4th place as well. So incredibly close stuff here on the last lap of this race. Are we going to be able to hold off? And you can actually see it started to rain here on the last lap of the race. Like, can you believe it? Everything's just going against me right now. These tyres are really dead, and also the conditions, it's sliding all over the place. Look how much time we've lost to Häkkinen on this lap alone. So another 2 seconds, but at this point I was just really not pushing too much. I was trying not to push too much, but I was really struggling. The car was just all over the place. There was no grip whatsoever, so thankfully I just managed to keep it on the track here until this part of the track. No! Oh no! Half spin nearly. Oh my goodness! Last corner now. Surely not. Schumacher's up to 3rd. Are we going to get it? I think we're going to get it, lads. We're going to get 2nd position against all odds. We came back there with an incredible middle stint there. Whilst people were pitting, I was putting in some really good lap times, I'd say, which meant that I managed to jump a couple of people, which is absolutely awesome. I did not expect that one bit when I started this race down in 10th place, that we managed to be on the podium. And look, my race pace wasn't that bad. In fact, did I get the fastest lap? Not even too sure, but look at that. This is on the same difficulty as last time, guys, before you say. I think this was just quite a good track for me at the end of the day. I thought it was going to be a terrible track for me, but somehow it ended up being an awesome one. So there we go, guys. Hakkinen wins, Jos Verstappen in second, Michael brings up the podium, then Fizzy, Trulli and Coulthard is the point. But anyway guys, this is how the driver standings look. So Michael Schumacher extending his championship lead over David Coulthard, so that's 6 points now, the gap between those two. Hakkinen into third place now. He's had a good run of 2 races there, getting himself first and second in these last 2 races, meaning he's now up to third place in the standings. We've had a good result there, which puts us into 4th place now on 14 points. Then Ralf Schumacher, Barrichello, Fisichella, Frentzen, Trulli, Button are the point scorers in the top 10. In terms of the constructor standings, it's incredibly close between the top 2. Ferrari and McLaren separated by 1 point. Then BMW, Williams, Arrows, Benetton and Jordan all separated by 3 points as well. So it's pretty intense, guys, in both the drivers and the constructors. It's all closing up, and hopefully this is going to be an awesome championship. So that is pretty much it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'd really appreciate if you can hit that like button on this video. Let's try and get 200 likes. That'd be massively appreciated. And if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button. There's more F1 old career modes after this. So thanks for watching. Remember to check out these 2 videos you're going to be seeing on the screen right now. Until next time, it's been Axel out here. Goodbye.